There are certain things that no matter what, I will never do or entertain. And each one of you should have some principles in life, some morals in life. No matter what happens, I am never going to compromise on these things. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution is an extremely important article. Today we will decipher the historic story of this historic article.
जीप भी
ये मंदिर का क्या इशू है? दलित एंटर नहीं कर सकते क्या?
जी सर।
किसने किया है? कोई आइडेंटिफाई हुआ?
मान जी के आश्रम के लड़के हैं सर।
कौन है मोहन जी?
सर मोहन जी हैं।
ऊंची जात के हैं?
ब्राह्मण है सर।
और ये जो लड़के हैं ये किस जाति के?
ये शेड्यूल कास्ट है सर।
ब्रह्मदत्त की क्या जाति है?
ठाकुर है सर।
अरे ठाकुर क्या होते हैं? मतलब ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य क्या होते हैं?
क्षत्रिय होते हैं सर।
तुम क्या हो?
हम जाट हैं। पहले नॉर्मल थे, अब ओबीसी हैं।
ओबीसी हो गया तुम्हारा? फिर आंदोलन क्या कर रहे हो?
हम थोड़े आंदोलन कर रहे हैं, वो तो हरियाणा वाला कर रहे हैं ना सर। हरियाणा के जाट अभी भी नॉर्मल हैं सर।
जाटव जी आप दलित हैं ना?
जी सर।
मतलब इन लड़कों की और आपकी सेम जाति है?
नहीं सर, मैं चमार हूँ, ये पासी हैं। हम लोग इनसे काफ़ी ऊपर आते हैं सर, SC/ST में। हमारे इनसे कोई लेना देना, इनका छुआ तुम खाते भी नहीं है सर।
जैसे मैं आपका छुआ नहीं खा सकता।
जी सर।
ठीक है। तुम क्या हो?
मैं कास्ट हूँ सर।
कास्ट क्या होता है?
सर हम डिफरेंट होते हैं, हम लोग इन 4 वर्णों में नहीं आते।
मैं क्या हूँ?
आप ब्राह्मण है सर।
मतलब मैं और मोहन जी सेम?
अरे नहीं सर, वो कान्य कुछ ब्राह्मण है, वो सबसे टॉप वाले होते हैं। अब सर पर ही।
What the fuck is going on here?
ओके सर।
Okay, now what I'm going to say may be politically incorrect, but I think someone has to be honest. See, the scene that you just saw is perhaps the bravest scene in the history of Indian cinema. See, whether you like it or not, this is the exact reason why Ghori defeated us, why Ghazni defeated us, why British ruled over us. And this is the reason why we will always be defeated. The Ghoris, the Ghaznis, British have gone. Today we have modern day Ghori, Ghazni and British. They're still dividing us and ruling over us. They may look like us, but in true honesty, the kids, the grandkids, they don't live like us. This scene beautifully showed us the real face of caste system in India. If you think about it, and if you were watching that with the utmost diligence, caste discrimination is not just upper caste versus lower caste. There is discrimination within the caste. There is a discrimination between the caste.
भाई वो वाल्मीकि हैं, हम ठाकुर हैं, तो वो वैसे तो हम कुछ लेना देना क्या कर सकते हैं उनसे?
दलित लोग हैं, दलित लोग नीची कास्ट होती है।
What I find interesting is people who are discriminated against by others, they also discriminate against others. And all of that happens in the name of Varn, Jati. We don't even eat the food we touch. That is what was said. Kanyakubja Brahman on top, Saryupari Brahman not on the top.
कान्य कुछ ब्राह्मण है, वो सबसे टॉप वाले होते हैं। अब सर पर ही।
This is the conversation that state is having. If you think about it, police is the instrument of the state, representative of the state. The ugliest of the parts is that everyone is happy and proud that at least someone is below them. Just a few days ago, Model Code of Conduct was operationalized. What is it? What is MCC? Model Code of Conduct, in very simple terms, is a set of guidelines issued by Election Commission of India. Why? To regulate the behavior of political parties, to regulate the behavior of candidates in the run-up to elections. MCC comes into effect as soon as election schedule is announced, and it remains in force until the election process is completed. Did anyone look at the guidelines? What are those guidelines? No party or candidate shall include in any activity which may aggravate existing differences, may create mutual hatred, may cause tensions between different castes, communities, religions, or linguistics. Now, my question is, why just confine to this just a few months when MCC is operationalized? Shouldn't you promote harmony, prevent communal caste-wise tensions all throughout? Why just this election period? Why is it that you can aggravate these hatred, caste tensions between caste, communities, religions, linguistics in other times, but not only in this phase? Shouldn't this be all throughout? I asked a similar question to a former election commissioner, and he said that enforcing such guidelines continuously, that would require extensive resources of the state. That would require constant monitoring by the state. He said, so Naman, whatever you're asking is theoretically correct, but practically not possible. And one reason But the same is what Ambedkar ji said almost 70 years ago. And we have already analyzed the meaning of his statements in great length in one of the previous classes. You all remember that, right? So, instrument of the states, legally you may enforce things. At the end of the day, the moral compass should be you yourself. Driving behavioral changes, most difficult of all tasks. There should be your own internal moral compass. There are certain things that no matter what, I will never do or entertain. And each one of you should have some principles in life, some morals in life. No matter what happens, I am never going to compromise on these things. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution is an extremely important article. Today we will decipher the historic story of this historic article.